正好你家我找到一啲我哋有我哋即係咪當到了北京咗了，一般正係嘅北多有北佢咪家呢，就上頭了呢，北到地靠我路定中你家嘅，北到了住一個幾種設立家都北成出嚟嘅也可以拖到嘢啦，就個爬一哩不打ไม่ใช่係北但係呢我就ว่าคือlegislator 咯，就คือประธานยอดติดใจได้เลย you know 北บางตัวเนี่ยเขาได้ใช้มีการ就北主要要求從到一方面到某個家呢，我把北我可以用 share 可以commemorate 個จะขั้นตอนงานใช่ไหมผู้ให้ไม่เลยนะซึ่งผู้อยู่ก็ดีเบียร์ให้เบียร์ใช้ไปตัวมวยเขาเลยผู้ว่าจะไม่ใช้แต่ก่อนนะตัวอ้อเหมือนไปตัวอ้อคือที่เราไปศึกษาเลยใช่
Watch out, Representative Leslie. Của giờ câu đi vang hơn, giờ câu mới vang đó, ok, của từ của giờ mới hơn. Của đã của giờ chữ từ vang han chúa yang. Hồi của giờ colonel nha su yang, rồi giờ chữ bé nhỏ là của nhưng cho của giờ lu về halu spirit của giờ halu nữa, so thì họ mới tập bảo từ của giờ lên từ ha. So we have make out of Halamong chicken, and so we just okay. So I'm State Representative Lee and Gaolee, and I represent a district in St. Paul. I represent the governor's residence, so I represent Summit Avenue, Grand Avenue, that area that is in St. Paul, south of 94, and from the river to the cathedral. So I am also the chair of pensions and retirement in the state of Minnesota that oversees $87 billion of state retirement plans, and I'm also the speaker pro tem. I know Representative Liz Lee didn't say this, but she's one of our assistant leaders. Even though she's very young and very new, she has been in charge with leading our caucus, and so she is also the vice chair of property taxes. But Capitol, so we are holding very important chairmanships that allocate an enormous amount of money. I'm also the speaker pro tem, so when the speaker is not presiding over the House floor, I preside over the House floor. And so I think that it's so important for us to remember that fight for funding for the Hmong community, we weren't able to do it. It is because we have everyone here that we were able to pass paid family leave, first generation home buyers assistance, child care support. We funded education. We also provided free college for any family whose children, when they make under $80,000. We also funded prescription drug affordability and programs like ELL. We doubled the funding for our students. We increased the funding for that. And so those are just a couple of the things that we've done. But I think that the importance of Representative Ethan Jana. I think that so state representative, this is my 6th year, and could represent me so represent the constituent. Hmong legislators for a number of years. But she more disconnect between Hmong leaders Hmong leaders Hmong side leaders we are very disconnected. And do you have someone like Representative Ethan Chang and Yang and it's a good among Hamigal or Ike Halomong like King Halomigal and King and it took Batam Halulaha. And so the Yabishi very successful in the work that we do at the Capitol. It took Representative Cha to come to Minnesota here, and that he is a big reason why you all see us more in the Hmong community. Presence in the Hmong community as well. Represent district, the district. So Representative Cha is one of those rare representatives who he doesn't just represent his district, but he represents the entire communities that he cares about. So he not only works with his very Mika Woodbury district, but he also ensures that the Hmong community remembers and knows that we are here fighting for them. It is because of his ability to navigate both cultures and both communities that we have been able to secure funding We have been able to have stronger ties between us, and we have been able to be more collaborative. Representative Lee and Gaolee Yang often say Hmong Su that you are in the Hmong community like in Yoha. Representative Cha has been very generous in his bringing us along with him in this work. And then Hmong want to Jinju that the Hmong could check in and then you go you Jibu Oha for New Hollow Umika community, the Ning Chinaka that you took up against Hmong Junu Ogeha. And so I think that is a really important piece that was missing this whole time, which is why it's so important that we continue to elect him and we continue to support him in this work. He is the only Hmong person who represents a district that is majority white people. So I do too, but I'm in the city, he's in the suburb, and it's a really tough district. And when he won that district, it was a very good chance that he could have lost it as well, but it was because he worked so hard and he was willing to campaign that he knew that our path to the majority, to what Representative Lee said about the trifecta, we could not have done our work had he not won his district. And so I think that it is really important that as we're here today, we celebrate the fact that he is a very unique politician, he is a very unique individual, and it is because of his ability to navigate both cultures that we are able to connect our communities the way we have. And so I just want to, say thank you to Representative Cha. Okay. And I just wanted to say really quick, so Representative Samantha Vang joined us up here too. Representative Samantha Vang represents Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. And so I just wanted to also say one last thing that about that making you sponsor your tables making at today, but Minnesota may have a program for PCR in which you got individual got one yard Representative Zhang. You get that whole $75 back where you got a couple, and if you give $150, if you send in your receipt, they will give you back that whole $150. So it is so important that today, not only did you buy tables and support him, that you should also give individually because those contributions matter. I think at a big Hmong candidate, he had to raise the most amount of money. The last cycle he raised over $70,000. And how do you oh, did you really? Good job. So how do you more support from across the country, across the country, and so so I think that the Hmong community just about the that it is our time now as the Hmong community to support him and to give him funding. So each person $75 or $150 per couple. So don't forget to give before you leave. And so the Representative Lee, and then I see if Representative Vang has anything to say today.
Thank you, Kelly. I just want to explain that PCR piece a little bit because that's like free money, okay, you guys? So I want to make sure you understand that. PCR stands for Political Contribution Receipt. And you may not care about this, but that's because here in Minnesota we care about something called publicly financing elections. So we do that because we want normal people to put money into politics and not just corporations. So what Kelly is saying is, if you donate $75 today, you will get that deposited back into your checking account once you get a receipt from Ethan. So it's free money, and if you really support Ethan, you should just give that to him because you will get the money back in your bank account when you fill out the form. So I want to make sure you understand that. This is free money for Ethan, and so you should donate today. And if you and a married couple, that's $150 free to Ethan, if that makes any sense. Like any other scam you should be wary of, but like tonight, if you write a check to Ethan for $75, if you're a single person, you will get that back in your bank account as soon as you file your papers. The other piece I did want to say is, we talk about voting a lot, but the way to show our political power is really through money. And so I do want to say, again, as an assistant majority leader, I have to raise more money than my peers, but also because Ethan is in a competitive district, this means that for him to publish all the lit pieces that you see tonight and to buy all the lawn signs, he needs more money. And so I also want to say, like, when we reflect and think about how Hmong people have been in the United States for more than 50 years, the fact that we have 9 legislators in the state legislature is amazing, and that's because we have people power, right? But I think the other way to show our political party or our peers is to show that like we can raise money and we can donate. And so that's why we should all donate to Ethan tonight. I just wanted to close by saying that before I give the mic to my colleague, Chair Samantha Vang.
Good evening, everyone. Yo, just jump shout out. So the knock we have Samantha Bat, who represent Shab, Minneapolis side, so we can set up park. Yeah, no, no, but they the long go Lydia, Leslie, the two. Tứ thả cho Ethan. Yeah, so the we have to chair of agriculture. Để con chỉ vào phụ bò nè. So Ethan đâu cũng rồi lúc trong agriculture đâu cũng theo để almost immediately he was already well liked. So Sha and agriculture, they oftentimes mua đó Hakama GOP, yeah, the Democrat, she's okay na. And agriculture can get quite interesting just because when you look at the political dynamics of Metro versus Greater Minnesota, it can be quite a different world. Well, yeah, different. It is a different type of community that not a lot of us member folks are quite used to. But Ethan got along really well with our colleagues from both sides of the aisle, and he was well liked in agriculture. And he immediately showed how he's well versed from experience as a rancher and a farmer, and also as a Hmong immigrant refugee community member. That he has brought a wide set of experiences that has helped me and the agriculture committee do its work, and has helped informed us do the work at the legislature. So Ethan trả thì những người itu member của chú sinh hiện theo một bình sự một cái committee của bảo tồn tiền những bác sớ bên mong để bác sớ được tu sang đầu theo. And then on the campaign side, Ethan những người tu有chủ động sử dụng cha để nói để bây giờ tôi bác sớ tại Ethan theo sản xuất Ethan theo đầu tiên nói để những người tu nhiều chủ động trong sử dụng cha bây theo really come back and work and do the great work for us at the legislature. So I'm proud to support Ethan and support on his campaign. And by the case, then he should have your back. Don't be told Ethan don't know the other thing.